the home for Aggie Sports. Sports Talk Radio, 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, and online at 1069thefan.com. The Fan.
Welcome back to Skyview High School. The Skyview Bobcats with the 42-21 victory to go to 2-0 on the season as they defeat Bonneville. A great game here in Smithfield. Rex, we talked about it at the half. Last week against Stansbury, one of the things, Skyview got off to that big start, then they started to slow down, and that's exactly what happened in this game tonight. They got off to a quick start over Bonneville. Bonneville in the second quarter started to get some momentum going. There was a big play, Isaac Larson, as Bonneville was driving into half. 20-7, they were down. They came in best, runs with the ball. Isaac Larson jars it loose with a big hit. Titan Saxon recovers, so Skyview takes that lead into halftime. But we wondered how the Skyview would come out in the third quarter, and they did a lot better tonight and pretty much closed the door on this game in the third quarter.
Yeah, really a tale of two different games. The first game against Stansbury, as soon as Stansbury grabbed any bit of momentum they could get from Skyview, Skyview never got it back. In this case, here tonight, Bonneville ends up taking some momentum from Skyview, and then Skyview comes and grabs it right back. I don't know if they could have looked better coming out in the third quarter. Defensively, offensively, special teams, they played on every side of the ball. They looked great, and that's what Chris Howell had to have been excited to see. He had to have been excited to see his team respond after last week's sort of debacle of just giving up all the momentum. This week they then come back stronger than ever and look as good as they could have. So big plays there by Skyview to start the second half. And did you announce the bread and butter play of the game then, John?
I did not, but Coach Howell's here, so we've got Evan Hall here as we'll get him situated. He's got to get the mask on as we talk to him post-game, the senior leader. We'll give him the mic here. So Evan Hall joins us post-game. Again, Skyview with the victory, 42-21. And I guess first off, Evan, congratulations on the victory.
Thank you so much.
So let's talk about that game. You guys got off to another quick start in the first quarter. It seemed like Bonneville offensively started to gain some momentum in the second quarter on you guys right before the half, but you come up with the big fumble recovery. But what did you guys talk about at halftime so you didn't have another third quarter like last week against Stansbury?
We knew Bonneville was a tough opponent for us this week. We prepared well all week. One of our big specialties this week was just watching to make sure that we were having a growth mindset and making sure that we were going to plan on getting better this week. One thing we talked about in the locker room a lot was don't be selfish, and everybody do your job, make your play. Trust your teammates that they're going to make theirs, and we'll be successful.
Evan, how important is it to you as a senior leader to know you guys won the state championship last year, but how important is it you to be the leader in the locker room and on the field to help all the rest of your teammates get to that championship level as well?
Having been to the top of the mountain, me and some of these other seniors, we know what that feels like, and we want to do anything we can to make sure we get back and have that championship feeling again, and we're going to do anything it takes.
Well, Evan, one of the things that we noticed up here in the press box during the game is we don't keep track of how many pancakes you have, but you're driving people back 5 and 10 yards, and you just smash them into the ground. How good is it? Better to tackle someone defensively, like get a sack, or is it better to pancake someone in the offensive line?
I don't know. I don't get a lot of sacks. I get a lot of pancakes though, and those are pretty fun. I love those. They're sick. They're my favorite thing to do on the offensive line. It's the funnest play you can have when you're an offensive lineman. You get the most credit when you get the pancakes, so everybody loves it.
Do you have a certain play? I mean, I know there's lots of football still to be played, but a certain play in your career that you've enjoyed maybe more than the other ones? Is there something that sticks out to you?
Not really. I would just say in the state championship last year when we were on defense down on the goal line and we got the big goal line stand against Park City, that was probably one of the highlights of my high school career playing football here at Skyview was that state championship stop. It's one of the favorite things. It's one of the best memories we have. We talk about it all the time in the locker room. We all love it. Yeah,
that gave you guys a school record, 6, not only the state championship, but 6 shutouts for the season. But you head next week up to Rexburg, Idaho.
Yep.
You face 2 teams from Idaho the next couple of weeks. So what do you need to continue to work on? Because I'm sure it wasn't a perfect game when you guys break things down, but what do you need to continue to do personally and as a team to get the victories going forward?
We just need to make sure we come back Monday with the right mindset. Bonneville is a great team. We got a great team to play this week in Highland. We got to be ready for them. They're going to be tough. They always are. They got a great group of guys. I think we're going to be able to come out and we're going to play well. If we will have a great week of practice, just have the focus that we need to have.
Well, Evan, we appreciate you coming up, and why don't you give a shout out to whoever you would like tonight.
I want to give a shout out to all my family that watched up in the stands. I love y'all. And shout out to my teammates. They're the only reason we can do that.
All right. Well, congratulations, Evan.
Thank you. Thanks, Evan.
Again, Evan Hall, the big senior leader on the offensive and defensive line. Now we'll hand the mic over to Coach Howell. And Coach, one of the things that we talked about in the pregame is you wanted defensively, you had to get the opponents, Bonneville in this case, off the field on third downs. I feel like your team made a big step this week, and you did that in the third quarter tonight.
Yeah, I felt really good about where we were at. Their quarterback's a really, really good player. We played two good quarterbacks. They're different types of kids. Mm-hmm. This kid does a good job keeping his head up and moving in space. We didn't get a bunch of sacks, but we got him off his spot, and that's what we were trying to do. And I thought our coverage for the most part was pretty tight. Did a good job getting our hands on balls, creating some big hits where we got some turnovers, that kind of stuff. So proud of our kids for the way they played again.
Well, Coach, it seemed like that second quarter a little bit rough again. It looked like Bonneville started to get some momentum. How huge was that play by Isaac Larson to knock the ball loose and Saxton to pounce on that football for him?
It was unbelievable. He's scrambling and has a big run, and Ike is physical now. He is not afraid to tackle you, and that's what I love about him. But we're kind of our own worst enemy, really, because we have 12 men on the field on the punt where we blocked it and returned the ball to the one, and instead of having it on the one, we turn around and have a short field for them, and then I think we get a penalty or something, which sets up an opportunity for those guys to score. And so if we will clean up some really young mistakes in some certain situations, then we're just going to continue to get better. I feel like when bad things happen to us on defense, we do it to ourselves in a lot of cases.
Well, Coach, you're going to head out of state the next 2 weeks as you head to Idaho. It was set up to be in this Rocky Mountain Rumble in Holt Arena, but now you go up to Madison High School 2 weeks in a row, up to Rexburg. I mean, Highland, we already know that year in and year out, they're one of the top teams in the state of Idaho. They're a physical team. So as you look at film for them, what do you need to do to continue to clean up the things that you're doing?
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it'll be their first game of the year, and so the film we get will be totally schematic. We won't know much about them personnel-wise. And so that's difficult. I've played against their coach 3 different times, and he does an unbelievable job with formations and trying to get you mismatched, and he runs a ton of screen. They're pretty simplistic on defense, but just really execute really well. So we 100% have our hands full, but that's the way we want it. We want to play the best teams out there. That's one of the reasons we schedule like we do. Because we feel like long-term it puts us in a better position come playoff time and come region time. And so it will be an unbelievable challenge. That Madison High School complex stadium it's a lot like a lot of Texas high school stadiums. We had a chance to see it last year, and man, we'll be super excited to play up there. It'll be a great opportunity.
Yeah, if you can't get juiced up for that game, then there's something wrong with you.
Absolutely.
That's a great facility there and a great opportunity for your kids to play there 2 weeks in a row. So, well, Coach, congratulations on the victory. We won't be there for the game next Saturday, but they'll have a broadcaster there, so I don't know if you need to come up for postgame and all, but we'll be there the week after for the Madison.
Awesome. Sounds great. Again, we appreciate the crowd we had. We love Bobcat Nation, so thank you for supporting us.
Well, congratulations again, Coach, and thanks for your time always.
Thank you. Okay, thanks.
So the Bobcats again, 42 21 as the Bobcats get the victory over the Bonneville Lakers. They again will play on Saturday night up at Madison High School versus the Highland Rams of Pocatello, Idaho. That game will start at 7 o'clock, pregame a little before 7, but we'll have that game for you right here on 1390 AM, 106.9 FM. So we'll go through some final stats, some final scores. We'll name off our McDonald's player of the game and the Old Grits Mill bread and butter play of the game. Rex, why don't you take over the stats right now?
Yeah, you got it. This is from CashValleyDaily.com for the latest news, latest scores, useful information for the whole family. Visit CashValleyDaily.com. Kaysen Carlson, efficient night. Finished 12 of 15, 80% passing, 200 yards on the dot, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. That's what you want out of a quarterback. Efficient and not making mistakes. Walter Collins carrying the ball, 14 carries, 69 yards, 2 touchdowns. Receiving, Walter Collins had 2 catches for 32 yards as well as a receiving touchdown. Sam Thatcher, 2 grabs for 20 yards. Kaysen Carlson, 8 carries, 89 yards, 1 touchdown. He averaged 11 yards per carry tonight. Trey Nyman, 2 catches for 74 yards. The big one was there in the first half there that he was able to break away on. Titan Saxton, 2 catches, 15 yards, 1 receiving touchdown for Titan on the night. Garrett Zollinger checked in. We got to give him a little bit of credit because he checked in and played quarterback tonight. As an injured Kaysen Carlson went down, we will try to figure out what's going on with Kaysen as soon as we can and let you know about that. Defensively, Hunter Lewis doing his thing. He finished just shy of double-digit tackles tonight, but I'm sure he's going to make up for it in the next couple games. Porter Jackson finished with a sack tonight. We have Titan Saxton down for an interception as well as a fumble recovery. Isaac Larson with a forced fumble. Just a really good team effort. And, man, Titan Saxton sure looked good tonight, John.
Yeah, Titan Saxton all over the place. He will be our McDonald's player of the game. Enjoy McDonald's mobile ordering when you download the mobile app. McDonald's app, place your order wherever you are and whenever you want, all at the touch of a button. But Saxton, as you mentioned, 1 interception. He had the fumble recovery that was caused there by Isaac Larson. He had 2 catches for 15 yards and a touchdown. He had the fumble recovery and a 2-point conversion catch as well. So Titan Saxton was our player, McDonald's player of the game. If we could give it to multiple players, Hunter Lewis would be up there as well. Walter Collins, a big night.
Yeah, absolutely.
They would be there as well. But we don't came down to Titan. So, and the Old Gristmill bread and butter play of the game, it's your chance to win 4 loaves of bread from the Old Grits Mill. Listen to the Full Court Press, the sports talk show here on The Fan, Monday. Eric Franson, Ajay Salveson, when they ask for this Old Grits Mill play of the game, call in, and if you can name off the play when Bonneville was trailing 20-7 right before the half, they're driving down. It came in best, scrambles out of the pocket. He was down around the 25-yard line, and he had a full head of steam, and then Isaac Larson came up, pops him. Ball pops loose. Titan Saxton falls on it. It ends that drive, and then the Skyview Bobcats go into the half 20-7 instead of only up 20-10 or 20-13 or 14. So that was the bread and butter play of the game, the Old Gristmill bread and butter play of the game. So call in when Eric Franson and Ajay Salveson call for it on the Full Court Press from 4 to 6 p.m. weekdays on The Fan. But if you can say when Isaac Larson caused Bonneville's Cayman Best, the quarterback, to fumble, and then Saxton recovered right before the half. And always visit Old Gristmill because they have takeout, curbside pickup, and delivery. They're available, and it's more than delicious bread. It's something for your whole family. So, for Adam Sherwood, our stats man, Rex Davis, providing all the stats and the color tonight. We appreciate him. And then, of course, Cody Olson, our producer, back in studio. I'm John Newbold. Have a great night, everybody. The Skyview Bobcats will be back on the air, not on Friday, but on Saturday night, the 29th at 7 o'clock. It is kickoff against the Highland Rams up in Idaho at Madison High School. And then Rex and I will be back on the call the week after on Friday, September 4th. But next week it's Saturday the 29th at 7 p.m., the Bobcats and the Highland Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Skyview's victorious. They go to 2-0 on the season, 42-21 over Bonneville. Have a great night, everybody.
This Skyview Sports broadcast has been a presentation of Sports Talk Radio. 106.9 FM, 1390 AM. The Fan.
Protect it.